Hey everyone, so I have another Disney movie review for you today, and this one is really exciting because I'm talking about Oliver and Co, which is one of my favourite Disney films. It's probably one of my very favourite ones, but I don't watch it as much because it makes me cry a lot. This was on TV, it was on Disney Cinemagic a couple of weeks ago, so I've actually had the notes and that written out for weeks now. As you can see there, my very sort of scrappy scribbled down notes quickly. But just for those who don't know, there's a lonely little kitten. He's the last one, this gorgeous little ginger kitten. He's the last one in the box of kittens, and he gets picked up by this gang of dogs, or he sort of follows them along, the gang of NY dogs, and he sort of becomes part of their pack. But then he finds himself getting a home with Jenny, this gorgeous little sweet girl. She's quite posh, you know, she plays piano and things, quite a wealthy family. So little Oliver finds him, goes off to play with Jenny and live with Jenny and have fun with Jenny. But the dogs want Oliver back. But Oliver is also in grave danger as well. So not only do they want Oliver back for their own sake, but they want to save Oliver. And the whole journey and the whole thing is sort of leading up to, where's Oliver going to stay at the end? Is little Oliver going to stay with Jenny in the rich family, or does his heart belong with the dogs in the big family and Fagin as well? And I'll be honest with you, I was quite surprised at how it turned out. I say that, I am surprised still. I can't remember my initial reaction when I watched this because this came out in 1988, so I would have been, don't know, any age from birth till 5 or something the first time I saw it. And when I first saw it, as I said, I don't remember, but when I was quite young, I used to reenact one of the scenes. And there's a scene when they're singing "Why Should I Worry?" And Dodger is jumping off of the yellow taxis, and I used to do that. I used to stand on the edge of my settee on like all fours and throw myself off of it and go with the tune. So that was quite entertaining. I'm such an idiot. But that was really quite fun for me at that age. So it is a very fun thing. There are lots of lovely songs in this, lively ones. And it's just really entertaining. But it is more sad than it is anything. Granted, that might just be for cat lovers. If you're not a cat lover, then you're probably not going to cry. But there's one song in this. I'm getting quite choked up as I say this. If I cry, I'm sorry. I will try not to. There's one song in this, which is... what's it called now? It'll come back to me. You and Me Together. I don't think it's called You and Me Together. And I'm trying to work out the name of the song, but it's the one where Jenny sits down at the piano and she's playing a song and Oliver comes on and hits the keys and she goes, "Oh, you want to practice too?" And then it goes, "You and me together will be..." Can't sing. But you know that one. Or it could just be called... Anyway, you know the song I mean. That one there. That used to be a song I used to play for my cat. I used to put the music on my phone and sit and cuddle my Hilda, because my Hildy Ray is like a little ginger cat too, so she reminded me a lot of Oliver, or Oliver reminded me a lot of her. So whenever I hear that song, it reminds me of my cat, you know, and whenever I watch this film, it's quite upsetting because it's like, I kind of know the situation, kind of, so that's quite upsetting. But besides that, if you take away the whole personal experiences account, it is a really well made film, well done. You know, the script is brilliant. All the songs are really nice, and the character of Oliver is so cute. I find it weird that he doesn't grow any throughout the show. But yeah, he is so cute, and he has the most... It's just that meow. You hear his little meow when he's shouting out because he's in danger, and you just want to go over and hug him and be like, "Oliver, it's fine." There is one quite funny scene where he's his fur's all wet. And he walks over one of the grates, and the wind comes up, and his fur is just like mental. But yeah, so that's a really lovely part as well. But there's not really a bad part, but I don't really like the bit towards the end when there's the dogs, the vicious dogs, and Oliver's in really big trouble and things, and they need to help him. And it's not just a case of where does he live now, but it's a case of will he survive. So yeah, that's probably the only bit which I don't like, but it makes the film part of what it is, so it's acceptable to be there. And there are also lots of really exciting dogs there. You've got Dodger, Brigitte, the other ones, I can't remember their names, but they are. And for those of you who don't know, it is based off of Oliver. The characters are like Oliver the cat, and you've got Fagin and things, and other characters which are very similar to Oliver the musical. Not that I've seen that, but it is based on the same thing. Now there is the casting is obviously animation, so it's voiced, but there's one particular person I want to point out because I nearly cried with excitement when I found this out, because when it was on I was reading the credits, and it came up Oliver Joseph Lawrence. I was like, what? Joey Lawrence? And I nearly had a heart attack. I was like, no, it can't be Joey Lawrence. It just can't be. Because you obviously think Disney films, you think they were made in like the 50s and 60s and all the actors are possibly even dead now. So to realise, and when I checked, it was the Joey Lawrence. Obviously listed as Joseph Lawrence. He was 12 at the time. I was like, oh, holy shit. I couldn't believe that it was Joey. Joey obviously plays Joe in Melissa and Joey. Absolutely fantastic actor. I completely adore him. To find out that he voiced the central character in one of my favourite Disney films, it's like, I probably knew who Joey Lawrence was, or knew his voice, before I knew who Melissa Joan Hart was, which is a surreal thing to think about. But that was absolutely fantastic, and the best discovery I have made in a long time. But there we are, that is Oliver, the greatest film about cats ever. Please feel free to leave comments and things and let me know your thoughts on this. If you have any requests for any other Disney films, please let me know. As I said, I do have a massive list of Disney films to talk about, but I will get around them sooner rather than later. But that is all for now, so I will see you next time. Bye guys!